Welcome. How are you doing today? All right, I'm going to talk about narcissists and how they are just like a real vampire. And later on, I'll go into, I'm also going to talk about reactive abuse. It's a phenomenon used in bullying behavior and narcissistic relationships. And later on, I'll have some tips about what you can do. So we'll start with reactive abuse. Reactive abuse is a very severe form of abuse. It's nothing light. It's nothing like, that's not mild, doesn't matter. No. It's really severe. It actually is brutal. It's brutal on people. It destroys people. Reactive abuse. So what is it? So a narcissist, or it could be a bully, a narcissist will attack you over and over and over and over and over and over again in multiple ways, and then you freak out and react, have a horrible, brutal reaction. So some people will get verbally violent or physically violent, and that's how they'll react. They're pushed so far that they have to snap, right? So that's reactive abuse. They're trying. So the thing is, they're trying to get you to do that. And when you do that, then they take that and then they show it to you over and over again. See how you reacted this one way, and they will convince you that it's your fault and you're the one that's toxic and you're the one that's messed up. And of course, narcissists are masters at manipulation and convincing people of things because they've been doing it their whole lives. That's how they've gotten everything, is by manipulation. Maybe not everything, but yeah. So they convince you that it's gaslighting, right? They convince you you're the toxic one and you're the problem and blah, 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 blah. So that way it takes the spotlight off of them and all their horrible behaviors, right? So that's one version. Another version is when they attack you in multiple ways, relentlessly over and over and over again, until it fries your nervous system and your nervous system breaks down, right? So these people can, react by freaking out, or you can react by going into deep depression. Or another phenomenon is you can react by your nervous system in your body shuts down, and what happens is you get chronic fatigue syndrome from emotional abuse, essentially, and you just will become very tired. You just be like, super tired. So, and in some settings, what happens is the people that are just broken from this, broken on purpose. It's like a whole stage. It's a whole play for a narcissist, right? So once you're broken, then they go and tell the people around you, your friends, whoever, those people, your family, coworkers, whoever, anyone and everyone, and they'll point it out, and they'll see, look how messed up they are. They're the ones that's toxic. Look, right? And they're very, very convincing. And they'll say stuff like, must be a drug addict or an alcoholic or something, right? Look, they're toxic or maybe mentally unstable. They'll convince everyone, and to more or less of a degree, right? And to take the spotlight off of them and to put it on the person, when really what they're not telling everyone is that they caused that on purpose. They destroyed that, broke that person. It's a game. It's a fun game. They just love that stuff. They love that game, right? Anyway, so that's reactive abuse. So you're getting injury on multiple levels. You're getting hurt on multiple levels. Physically and emotionally, you're breaking down. Your nervous system is shot, broken, and then socially, you're getting injured because they're destroying your your image socially. And I've been through this before. And it's many times. I've actually been through this many times. It's it seems to be something that kind of haunts me. I don't know. It's crazy, right? And it's brutal. I'm here to say that, yeah, it's brutal. And for you you're watching right now, if you've been through that, I feel for you. Like it's brutal. Like I feel for you, and you should never ever have to go through something that brutal. It's not your fault. It's 100% not your fault. Usually people that go through this kind of stuff, they think it's their fault, because they are very self-reflective, which is the opposite of a narcissist. They're not self-reflective at all. It's always someone else's fault, or they blame everyone. Anyway, what I'm telling you though, if you're going through abuse, if you're going through that type of abuse, it's not your fault. You're around psychopaths. You're around hardcore narcissists, or just bullies, or just total jerks. So another thing too is, if they see that you have something that they want, it can be status or looks or money, or people just really love you and they like you and want to be around you. The girls flock to you, or whatever. It can be anything that you have that they don't have, that they want. It creates jealousy in them, and they have to bring you down to their level, because they can't go there. They can't rise up. And sometimes they don't even try. They're like, I don't want to have to do the work to go up there. So they have to bring you down. And that's where they bring in insults, tons and tons and tons of insults. And that's when they literally will try to break you. And they break you and destroy you and bring you down. And another thing that's interesting about that, like bullies will do that for sure, but narcissists, oh yeah, and like starting rumors about you and destroying your social standing to bring you down. That's another tactic. But narcissists, they're a psycho creature. Like, they're wild. They want to make you into a victim. And that's so they bring you down. And how do they do that? By beating you up over and over and over again. So you become a victim one way or another. Because you're, bruised and broken. But what's interesting about a narcissist is they identify as a victim. All narcissists do. They also think they're the greatest thing in the world, but they also always identify as a victim. It's both. It doesn't make sense, I know, but that's how it is. So they want company. Misery wants company. They try to make you a victim because they want more of them. They're trying to make more of them. They're trying to reproduce, right? More narcissist equals good. I don't know why they want that. I guess everyone wants more of them, right? More of whatever personality you have. You wish more people had that sometimes, right? Like for me, I wish there was more people that meditated for 2 hours a day. That it would like fix the world, fix many problems in the world, right? I wish that. So narcissist, they wish everyone was psychotic and a victim and manipulative and vindictive. And I don't know. They want the company, right? And another thing that's crazy about narcissists, when they're doing this, they think they're doing you a favor because they think that they are amazing. They're the best, absolutely amazing. So they think they're doing you a favor by making you like them, victim mentality, by breaking you, which is crazy, right? And they're angry. They're very, very angry at you for not thanking them for making you like them. It's like, holy right? It's wild. Okay, so how are narcissists like vampires? Pretty much in every way. So a narcissist is just like a vampire in so many ways. It's really, really, really interesting and kind of cool. They are kind of soulless, like a hardcore psychopath and a hardcore narcissist. They're basically soulless. I mean, I think they still have a soul, but for all intents and purposes, they're basically soulless, right? So, vampire, soulless. vampires were written in literature, in fantasy, and it was taken from a narcissist or a psychopath. It's just turned into a fantasy version, right? So what do they do? They're addictive, absolutely addicted to drinking blood. If they don't get it, they'll die. It's like a drug for them. They get high on it, very high on it, and they have to have it. That's exactly like a narcissist. They have to have their narc supply. It's crazy. And when they do it to you, when they drink your blood, it destroys you. The closer they are in your life, the more blood they're going to drink, more energy, vampire blood they're going to drink from you. And it breaks you down, breaks your system down, and they live on you like a parasite. They drink your energy. They drink your life force. And there's a bunch of, there's so many things that a narcissist is just like a vampire. So many angles, so many aspects. One of them is that what do vampires do sometimes? They don't always just drain people's life and then discard them and kill them or leave them broken. They're like, done with that one. They do that too, narcissists. They break people and then discard them. It's like once they've had their way with you or whatever. I don't know. And so one more thing that vampires do, or narcissists do, is what do vampires do? Sometimes it's rare, but they do it. They turn you into them. They make more of themselves, more vampires. And that's what narcissists do too. They try to turn you into them, make more narcissists. It's wild. It's crazy, right? Okay, so this is kind of out there. This is very metaphysical speech, or very, very yogic speech, spiritual talk. So in my point of view, psychopaths and narcissists are basically, they've chosen the dark side. They've chosen the dark path. And it could be through multiple lifetimes. It could be through 10 lifetimes. That's why I mean, this is just a guess. I have no idea really. But when you're born a psychopath and you can't feel remorse and you're born that way, it could go back several lifetimes. It's like you're on the dark path, right? Hello, kitty. So one thing I heard, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard it, and that's when people choose the dark side. So first, let's go back to 2 seconds. People, when they're on the good side, the light side, you evolve by slowly activating your main 7 chakras, right? And this can go on through multiple lifetimes. And you evolve by slowly activating these chakras, and they can go over, several lifetimes. So if you're on the dark side, I've heard that you can do exactly the same thing. The dark side, never underestimate the power of the dark side. So these people, they're on the dark path. They evolve up the chakras. They do exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. It's just they're on the dark side. They're on the dark path. But what I've heard is after multiple lifetimes, they get stuck at the throat chakra. Here, I forgot what the throat chakra is called, but they get stuck at the throat chakra. And what happens is they have to flip over to the good side because they can't evolve anymore. They can't evolve up the chakras anymore. Interesting, right? Very interesting. Everyone's on their path, So another reason why narcissists want to break you in multiple ways, it can be an assault. It can be an assault of negative comments, bombarding with negative comments. Oh, you're shitty at this. You're shitty at that. You're dressed terrible. Oh, smile more. They'll tell you to smile more when they've given you depression. It's crazy making, right? So one of the things they do is they are addicted to control. They need to control everything, every situation, all the people around them absolutely have to control everything. And they're addicted to it. that part, I don't really get it. But so when you're broken, you're easier to control. It's like a Machiavellianism or dark triad narcissism. When you're broken, you're easy to control. That's real. That's real, like brain science, you know. So, what can we do about these situations? I mean, there's tons and tons of things that you can do. This is one area that I'm working on personally. Like, I have so much growing and work to do in this area. I mean, I think a lot of it is just understanding how to implement and set boundaries. You know, if you act this way, I'm going to do this. I'm going to leave, or I'm going to leave the room for an hour or two. My cat's chewing on the wires again. My knock's chewing on the power cables. So, I think healthy boundaries is the best. If you act this way, if you keep acting this way, then I'm going for a walk for an hour, or you can tell them to leave. There's the door. Or you can create more distance. And if the people are repeatedly abusive, like brutally abusive, sometimes it's good to just kind of, get them out of your life. But we can't always do that, right? It's like, what if you work with them, or what if you're dating them, or what, it's like sometimes you can't just get them out of your life. And a lot of times, because narcissists are so rampant these days, they're everywhere, you can't just push them out of your life. In a perfect world, we could do that, right? But so we got to learn. I think it's about learning. My knocks chewing on the power cables. It's about learning healthy boundaries and setting them. And there's so many other things you can do. But I'm running long here with this video, so I'm going to end it there. So like and subscribe if you got anything good out of this, and have a good day. And it's not your fault. Like 100%, it's not your fault. We can all humans we can all get better at setting boundaries and speaking up for ourselves. We can all get better at that. I mean, some people are already good at that, and they're usually not abused. It's the other people. But that being said, it's not your fault, okay? It just, no. You're around someone that's sick, very, very sick and twisted, and it's not your fault. I'll leave you with that. Like and subscribe, and namaste and peace.